Okay, we are back. Something about the previous segment is when I fought Royal Ants and I got the Ant's Jaw out of it, turns out that was the super rare, like, super secret drop that I've never actually gotten before. Every other time it's dropped the Death Claw, and I didn't realize that until I decided to check what I need to unlock the next really cool sword, and I got the wrong drop for it. But the Ant's Jaw, depending on how you look at it, could be really good fortune. I'll be showing you what I mean once we go back, but for right now, I have obtained all of the items you can get by mining on B10F. I got a scrap iron, a fossil, and a thin shell. And now, scavenging for Ian is ready to turn in. Facial Business 1, yeah, we still have this quest right now because I forgot to save my game when I was done recording last time, so I had to redo that quest. That was fun. Not. Anyway, we're about to do Orphans of the Forest next. This one, it can be a little tricky. You need to basically memorize how these ants are gonna move around, but let's not worry about that right now. We got text to read. As the publican told you, the ants walking around here have become vicious. One ant seems to be going back and forth on the path. Could it be guarding the area? Indeed it is. But yeah, breeding season is happening right now, so these ants are obviously highly agitated. Let's see here if we just go like this. Let's go like this. And... oh. You will get into a wilding... what? What? No. No. What? That is bullshit. What the fuck? No. What? That is bullshit. I had that. Alright, no, not really. Oh, jeez. Pulling on my microphone. Pulling on my headset cord. No, I'm not really having a mental breakdown right now. Yeah, I got into an encounter with two tree frogs, not... oh my god. Why? What? Why did the... was this quest not tested? What the hell was that? Kills tree frog. You have accidentally defeated one of the guard ants. What just happened? Alright, well. Let's try this again. Their positions don't reset, so this one's gonna be super fun. Maybe if I run away from the... maybe if I run away from the encounters, nothing bad will happen to me. Yeah, it seemed to be good just by running from them. Oh, I took a few hits in that last battle, so I better heal up with a salve. There we go. Alright. This time this quest is in the goddamn bag. I got this. Alright. Once you get past the patrolling ants and walk further in, you see a large egg in the brush. It's an ant's egg. It seems the ant's strange behavior is a result of the breeding season. Yeah, who'd have fucking thought? Now that you've found the reason, you should flee before the ants discover you. Indeed. Let's use a warp... oh, okay. That also works. But let's use a warp wire and... actually... no, I'm not going to use a warp wire to get out of here. I got 3. Good, I actually remembered to buy more. No, we're going to go down to B13F, because there's some items I want to harvest. And I'm actually going to be fighting Royal Ants again at some point during all this, because, I want to get that Death Claw, because the new sword you can make out of that thing is ridiculous. Like, it'll probably be the second strongest sword that I'll be getting in the main game. Actually, it's the third strongest sword that you can get in the main game. But the second strongest is almost as good as the strongest in the main game. Well, anyway, yeah. So here we are in B13F. There are new encounters in this floor, as always, and there are new FOEs on this floor. Well, yeah, I think there are 2 new FOEs here that comprise of the rest of the FOEs. One of them is unlike any other FOE in the entire game in that it will only join you in a battle. Or what I mean is that you can only encounter it when you're in a battle, because they're hiding in the water here. So once you're in a battle, they'll hop out of the water and start moving around. And that's the only way to encounter one. And you need to fight one of them solo as a quest later on. It's pretty horrendous, and I'm probably not going to be doing that quest. Well, I might. Who knows? But in the meantime, we got this thing. There we go, delish. Alright. Let's mark that. Well, I suppose I didn't have to do that. Alright. Moriana. Basically just a giant dragonfly. All they can do is hit you. But I'm gonna show them off anyway, because why not, right? New enemy, might as well. Yeah, these guys were far more interesting in Etrian Odyssey 2, because in that game they always blindside you. They use an attack that does a lot of damage, and has a chance of binding your head and your arms. And by more interesting in Etrian Odyssey 2, I mean they were complete bullshit. And you don't even have to fight those dragonflies in this game anyway, because you can actually get their drop by chopping, I believe, in this stratum. Alright, let's see here. Got a chest here. Oh, press 2 buttons again. Medka 3, that's... Why do they keep giving me those? Ugh, sorry about that. Alright, let's go off in this direction. Ooh, Red Claw. Yeah, these guys drop something really, really useful. They can drop, I think, Shred Nails and Red Fur, which you can use to make new weapons and armor. One of which is used to make that ridiculous sword I was talking about earlier. But you need the Royal Lance common drop, which I didn't get. But that's okay. Yeah, they die easy. They're not like the cutter on the second stratum. Get a Shred Nail. I'm not sure if that unlocks anything on its own, but it probably doesn't. Got some lag, but that's okay. Oh, I keep belching so much for some reason. I haven't had beer today. Ugh. Maybe I'm digesting something. Ooh, what's this? In the depths of the forest, you suddenly catch a glimpse of someone's shadow. From its place in a nearby brush, it closely watches your every move. Who would be here, this deep in the labyrinth? Ren and Talaka, perhaps? But they are usually more direct, never hiding themselves in the shadow like this. You mentally debate over whether to approach the shadow or pay it no heed. Approach the shadow? No. You decide not to take heed of the shadow in the distance. After a while, you reason, the shadow will lose interest in you and wander away. Forgetting about the shadow, you continue your adventure. Alright. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be Ren and Talaka. They would have approached us straight up. Probably... Ooh, hey, another new enemy. Wow, I've encountered, I think, every new enemy now. Woodbats, I don't think they have a skill in this game. I think they just hit hard and probably summon more allies? Yeah, they're not really that special. They were more interesting in Etrian Odyssey 4, where they could summon more allies or try to bind the head of every person. Yeah, they also die easy. The rest of these tree frogs will go down too, just like that bat. Death is inevitable for one of their kind. Again, death is inevitable for everything. I didn't get anything useful, but that's okay. Ooh. There's an FOE around here. Yeah. That was probably one of those FOEs I was talking about. Alright, well, let's just continue then. What do we got? Anything through here? There's some water. I do fancy myself a drink right now. Ah, life-giving water. What's through here? Ugh, tired. I got another Shred Nail out of that fight. That's useful. Well, actually, I'm not sure if I need more than one. It's just one, I think, unlocks that sword. But, yeah. I mean, getting more items, it doesn't hurt. You get more cash. More cash is always a good thing. You can buy better equipment with that. Alright, that fight's over with. Let's see what we got down here. Yeah, this is, I think this is the last, like, semi-normal floor we're gonna be seeing for quite a while. Because the one after this one is just fun. Like, super fun. And the one after that, well, I won't spoil that floor. Just keep encountering these enemies to give me Shred Nails, but the bats don't seem to be willing to give me their drops. That's alright. I'll be encountering more bats later on. Oh, I'd actually like to point out this floor is actually where you find the purple key as well. But, unfortunately, in order to get the purple key, you can't get it from this side of, B13F. I think you need to go down to B14F, then find a staircase down there. And go back up to B13F, and then you'll be able to find the key. Yeah. It's way more convoluted than it needs to be, but that's alright. It's supposed to be a secret. And I don't think you need to find either the clear key or the purple key for game progression. And it's helpful to find them. As you get some stuff, like a nectar, and a Bravant, and a small amount of cash. Well, anyway, let's just proceed onwards. Ooh, maybe there's a hidden passage up here. I'll map it like that. It's not like in Etrian Odyssey 4 where I had different color floor tiles to represent water. In fact, for various gameplay reasons, you needed to, oh, I don't know why I just did that. You needed to represent water tiles with a blue color on the floor. If I end up Let's Playing that game, maybe I'll go into more detail. Although, those of you who have already played it, you know exactly what part of the game I'm talking about. Well. Nah, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Oh, hey, look at that. That's finally the Meltworm I was trying to encounter for so long in the previous segment that I wanted to show you so bad. Basically, it is exactly the same as the Madworm, but with a bit more health, and inflicts a bit more damage. How thrilling. Okay, yeah, this thing will die quickly and easily, just like everything else in this game. Look at that. It even has the same weakness and resistance. Has the same skill. Yeah, just very, yeah. I don't know what they were thinking. Landcars, what were you guys thinking? Well, there's a secret passage. Let's mark it as such, and there we go. Yeah, it's not like in future Etrian Odyssey games where you had double arrow to represent secret passageways. Oh well. Oh, lag. Why did I lag? I thought my computer was good. It has a 7-year-old video card, and it's... Wait, no, it's actually... I bought it in 2017, so... The computer itself I've had since 2020, but the video card I've had since 2017 when I built my first computer. Yeah. I'm surprised that video card is still holding up so well. It can play games like Monster Hunter World at maximum frame rate with absolutely no problem. Yeah. Don't make them like they used to, I tell ya. Alright, now up ahead there is an FOE there. Now I can tell you a bit about the FOE, but let me just map out this place a little bit. 'Cause that FOE is a little special. Oh, there's another one down here too. I said the Sheltor was the strongest FOE in the Stratum, and that's probably still true. These guys, I'm actually not sure if the Sheltor or one of these guys would be harder. But, yeah, I'll explain a little bit about these guys. So, they're completely neutral and passive until you're in a fight, at which point they will start chasing you by 1 square for every turn you spend in a battle. And to basically get them out of the way, you have to get into a battle in a certain spot, lure them away from somewhere else, and just wait in battle until they move. Yeah, but I'm gonna... Okay, I had a bit of a close call there. One of them is right next to me. I got blindsided by a woodbat and a red bear. Or a red claw, whatever. Yeah, funny story about those red claws is that they actually do appear as an FOE in Etrian 4 instead of a regular enemy. Okay, do I want to fight this one? There's so many others of them here that I'm not sure if it's such a good idea. So let's just move on for now. Yeah, see, look, there's the stairs. Yay! Let's see here. Is this a passageway? No, you can't jump over the lake. Actually reminds me of a Darwin Award recipient in Egypt, where these two guys went to a bar and they didn't have any intention of paying the tab, so they ran away. The police were after them, and they think that the best idea is to try and swim across the Nile River. One of them didn't make it, and the one that did, not only was he arrested, he was stuck with the entirety of the tab. So yeah. And on B14F, we had to ride these lotus flowers to get across, and these are mostly one-way passages. But before I get on with that, let's take a look at our map here. Not bad, not bad. It could be a little better, but not bad at all. Alright. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and ride one of these right now. How did I end up down here? What the hell? Alright. It's weird, but whatever. Yeah, the best way to represent them is with events, and my emulator is having glitches with the graphics here. Huh. I don't know what that's about. I guess my emulator doesn't like these lotus flowers being in the water? Who knows? Well, whatever. Let's get on this one then, shall we? Yeah, this looks like a new area. Alright, the area looks a little something like this. Yeah, that looks about right. With an event at all of them. Some of these are one way, but most of them you can go back the way you came. I think there are 2 new enemies in this floor, but no new FOEs. I will be showing you off that FOE that we saw on B13F. And one of those ambush FOEs that I was talking about earlier. Just not going to be showing them off right now. I don't know why my emulator is having graphical glitches here. Hey, Vamp Bat. Basically the same thing as a regular bat, except they can do a bit of damage and heal from it. Yeah, they're not that special. Maybe we'll get to see that move in action. No, we don't. But Cubics does almost get killed, so I guess that's cool. Death. Yay, death. Stupid bats. I get another red hide, and I'm still not getting those drops from those bats. That's so gross. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, that bottom one, I believe that was a one-way. That's alright. If you want, you can mark it as such, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Alright. Looks like this. Events. 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 Let's go to the left. I feel like that's a good direction to go in. And I can go back too. Let's see, events. Hey, there's a resource point here. What we got? Chopping. Let me just draw this out. And item point with a memo. For chopping. I somehow make this Etrian Odyssey 2 where you had 3 different item points you can use. Unfortunately, they didn't necessarily represent chopping, mining, or taking. No, they were just different colors, and that was it. I think the game manual said for you to mentally assign what resource you would get from them and just try to remember it. Or, you know, you guys at Land Cars could have made it so that it was more obvious what type of resource you'd get. just through the shape of the icon, which Atlas finally did with Etrian Odyssey 3. Hey, there's a swordfish. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, sworder. These guys resist physical attacks, and they hit hard. They'll still die easy enough, but... yeah. And they also drop really good stuff that you need to make a new boot. Or they could just miss, that's also a possibility. By resisting physical attacks, what I mean is they resist slashing attacks. So your survivalists, they'll do good damage here. Hey, look at that, I got a fish scale. I need more of those. Hooray! There's a hidden area later on that requires the purple key that you can find lots of those guys at, and I'll be making sure to show that off before I'm done with this stratum. Should I ride this one? Yeah, why not? Oh, I'm back here. Alright, well, let's go back and finish mapping up that little island so I don't miss something. It has happened before that I've forgotten to map out one of these flowers and gotten hopelessly lost for several hours on this floor. But a lot of fun that wasn't. Oh, that kind of spooked me, actually. Yeah, funny story is when I first played this game, yeah, I mean, you get this ominous music and then this figure suddenly shows up. Tell me that's not a little bit spooky. Alright. You reach a lake within the forest that seems as vast as an ocean. As you look about in wonder, a shadow suddenly appears before you. Shut up, you little girl. As the shadow steps into the light, it is revealed to be a youthful-seeming girl. Her glare at you, however, smacks more of malice than of innocence. What is it with this Shakespearean manner of speech you got? Ye olde English. The girl disappears as quickly as she came. Could she be the humanoid life form? You cannot shake off the feeling of unresolved business in the forest and decide to go deeper. We need to go deeper. I don't know what that's from, but I think it is from something. Alright, so let's see here. We got treasure. What's in the treasure box? Medkit. Really? Another one? Why? Why do they keep giving me those? I don't want another... oh, whatever. Well, the fact that we got that event means that this must be the right way to go, so let's go on. What do we got? An encounter. I got a fish fin. I do believe that's used to make a new bow. I could be wrong, however. Oh, nope, not like that. Yeah, I think somehow what Fafnir and I did with this was a lot better. Though I don't actually remember what the original Etrian Odyssey 2 did with this puzzle, because this puzzle did reappear in that game. I just don't remember how it went. Oh yeah, that's right, it had a bunch of FOEs that respawned pretty much instantly that were horrible to fight. Yeah, I played most of the way through that game, and... oh boy. The absolute masochistic thrill of trying to get through Etrian Odyssey 2 was unlike anything else that I've ever experienced in a video game. Yeah, I figured, you know, maybe after getting through a stratum with enemies that can blindside and instant kill a character pretty much every time, maybe the rest of the game won't be so bad. And then I got blindsided by 3 mandrakes, who have an instant kill attack against the entire team, and I think I decided very angrily that that was enough. Yeah, I hated Etrian Odyssey 2. If you like that game, good for you, but no, it's awful. That game is the devil, I tell ya. Oh, whoops. Alright. Well, it's the devil if you don't know exactly how to build your team. Which I didn't. But whatever. Alright, let's go across the lake here. Where do we end up? Right here at this spot with this tree. Let's hug the tree, because that's the kind of person we are. No, you can't do that. This isn't a parser game. This isn't Peasant's Quest, where you could actually do that, and then you get stuck on the tree and have to reload your browser. What fun that was. I got a Bloodfang out of that vent pad. Go me, yay! Yeah, I realized that I'm just spamming, what was it, all slash to get through all these fights. So that point that I was trying to make, in the second strat about these fights being very boring now. Yeah, but the game isn't about the fighting, like I said. Okay, let's see here. We got that, and we got this thing right here. You want to bet $5 that this just goes right back to the start? Well, only one way to find out. Oh hey, look at that. This is one of those FOEs here. This actually might be a perfect time to show it off. So let's put this right here. Is it facing downwards? Yes, it is, unfortunately. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, like that. And I'm gonna have to kill this thing in order to get to that treasure box. Or you could get into an encounter here and try to lure it away from the treasure. 800 intel. That's not great, but whatever. Alright, let's show off this thing. Muckdial. Alright. It is weak to crushing attacks and resistant to slashing... No. Weak against crushing attacks and resistant to piercing attacks. Anyway, to get things started off, we have to use Defender and Immunize. Let's see here. All slash. Yeah, please all slash. It's weak against ice attacks, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. This thing will die so quickly that it wouldn't really be worthwhile. Bravery and... actually... yeah, just a regular Immunize. No need to boost. Alright, let's see this in action. The Muckdial hits really, really hard. If you don't have Defender and Immunize up, you'll probably take several hundred points of damage. It hurts a lot. Let's see. Let's actually use Frost on Chazcat anyway, just in case. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. Chazcat's attacks are going to be almost negligible. Now, it's supposed to have an attack that hits the whole team, but it's not using it for some reason. There we go. Okay, let's use Freezer, just for the hell of it, so I can show you what that does. It's like Blazer, but it does ice damage. Yeah, that was underwhelming. I think that did less damage than All Slash. Come on, die. There we go. I get a Gator Skin. I forget what that unlocks, but we'll find out real soon. Get Gator Skin. Good for us. Hameo. Wow, that was not really worth it. Oh well. Let's go back. And let's go on this one right here. We haven't gone this way yet. Where did... oh. Alright, it just occurred to me that I forgot to assign some points, so let's do that right now. Venti, you've got attack up at level 10. Time to maximize... oh, I guess not swords either. HP up, I wonder? Tough call. Yeah, I'm gonna go with HP up. Never go wrong with more life. See here, Coastal, you only need 2 more ranks in Refresh. Yeah, after you get it up to level 8 to heal Petrify, there's no point in raising it any further, because just the speed of the move increases and nothing else, and you don't really need that. Chazcat, you don't have a point. 98, you have a point. More Apollon. 2 more ranks in that, and then I guess HP up. Oh boy, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here, aren't we? Alright. Got an event tile right here to use this flower. Yeah, let's go on ahead. Alright. We got this one. Oh, where did I end up? Okay then. Well. Ugh. Jeez. Sorry that I keep belching. I don't know what's going on right now. Alright. We got one right here. We got one right here. Somehow I have a funny feeling it's just gonna bring me to this island right here. So we're gonna take the bottom one. Oh. Hey, here's something. You know what? Yeah. Let's do this. I think I'll finally get to show off that FOE now. So let's see here. I got Relaxing going and Immunize, so let's see here. If I use Bravery, that means that they'll overwrite Relaxing. That's kind of what I want, actually. Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna use Defender. Yeah, you just defend. You can defend. You use Bravery. Actually, no. Salve, that's what we can do. Then use Bravery, and we will use... nothing. Alright, let's get the enemy in here. Alright, there we go. Killclaw. It's the Pondclaw's bigger, older brother. It thinks that we killed him. Well, guess what? We did. And it's mad. He's back. And this... No, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, let's see here. We got Immunize, Bravery, and Defender. That's not really a good buff order, because now if I try to use Freeze on anybody, it's gonna overwrite Immunize. So that sucks. Alright, let's see here. Cubics, you attack the Wood Bat, I guess. Venti, you're gonna need to attack the Wood Bat, I guess. Coastal, you can't attack the Wood Bat. Chazcat can use Frost on yourself. 98, you get a boosted Apollon ready. I think we're gonna need that. This thing has pretty high physical defense, but it's weak to elemental attacks. Oh, Defender and Immunize up, you take no damage, so you're good. I don't think it does anything beyond just attacking. So yeah, Immunize is going to wear off after this turn, so I'm going to need to refresh that. So here, use Freezer, and Immunize, and attack with a multi-hit. Come on, don't miss, Chazcat. There we go. Good stuff. Wow, that thing is weak to elemental attacks. It doesn't have particularly high health either, so it should die quick. Yeah, we're doing good damage. And this turn, Apollon's gonna go off and pretty much finish it off. Oh, there we go. For some reason, Freezer took priority over Apollon going off. Despite the physical resistance, Apollon still dealt almost 400. There we go. I did not get an item out of that. Oh well. I don't think the item that you get out of it is useful for much of anything anyway. I just wanted to show it off. Hey, look at that, the stairs downwards. We're almost done with this stratum. Now, I will be touching the stairs downwards just to get some new quests unlocked. I'm not actually going down there yet. Let's see here, events. And this is kind of the unfortunate thing. There is, to my knowledge, no secret passageway here. So yeah, what you see here is, this sucks. Well, anyway, let's just go down. And this floor has basically nothing in it. You fight the boss on B15F, and that's about it. So, yeah, don't actually do any exploring on this floor unless you're ready to fight the boss, which I am not. Still tons of side quests to do, I think. Alright, let's use the warp wire, and let's get out of here. Alright, Golden Deer Pub. Let's go there first. Turn in a few quests. Orphans of the Forest. But first, let's check out these quests here. Look at that. So many more quests unlocked. Sounds tasty. Bug's Nest. I do like me some, wood that's been chewed up by insects. The Ivory Charm. Oh, seriously? Okay, well, that's kind of stupid. This one I'm probably not gonna do. And, yeah, that one's gonna be just a pain in the ass, because it's B13F. That's the midpoint of a stratum. There's no easy way to get to the midpoint of a stratum. Alright, let's turn in these quests then. Flutes. I'm gonna sell off the flute for some loot. And then I'll sell the loot for some... Alright. Yeah, well, luckily these are ants and not, like, death claws or something. Or worse, beak things. Scavenging for Ian, we get a very crummy ice mist. What a joke. Pfft, you're not welcome. Yeah, we get the Bardache again. I'm not gonna bother with this one. I probably should have turned that in before I started this recording today, but whatever. Sell off the Ice Mist, Bravins. Let's see, what else do I got that I can sell off? I have so many TP restoring items, so let's sell off all my Amrita 2, and all but one Hameo as well, or 3 Hameos. Edka 3, don't need that no more. Nectar, I'll sell off one of those. I think I have a Nectar 2? Yeah, I do. So I'll hold on to that. The Bardache, let's sell that off. The Flute, don't need that. Gator Skin, does that unlock anything? Hide Cape. I think that's useless. Yeah, 15 hit points and 2 defense. Are you kidding me? No. It's useless. There's no points. Well, let's sell off the rest of this junk we got. Rock Coral, nothing. Red Hide. Surcoats. Moccasins. Hey, new boots for the back line, finally. Shred Nail. Wind Whip. Fish Fin. Gum Glove. Fish Scale. Scale Helm. No Scale Boot yet, though, sadly. Bloodfang? Nothing. Gumthroats? Nothing. Bone Shard? Nothing. Steel Bone? Nothing. Alright. Buying a Warp Wire. Let's check out this new stuff we got. Surcoat, 16 defense, so you didn't get the ring mail in the previous stratum, then you can just buy this. It doesn't even have an agility penalty, so this is objectively better. The cost is a bit much, though. Scale Helm, 4 defense, it's not bad. Gum Glove, 3 defense and 2 tech. You've got an Alchemist. Moccasins, very, very good. I'm actually going to be buying one of those for Coastal. Any new weapons? Wind Whip, 79 attack. That's pretty good and all. But let's take a look at that weapon I was talking about that I unlocked, the Ant Jaw. That katana I unlocked is called the Hachi. Look at the attack power on that thing. 215 attack and 15 luck. Yeah, if you have a Ronin, if you plan on using a Ronin long term, they need this. This is the 3rd best katana in the entire game, and it comes at a very affordable price considering. Most ultimate weapons usually cost about 200,000, and this is 24,000. Yeah, this is insanely powerful and will easily last through the rest of the main game. And I'm actually gonna need to buy this, so, yeah, I think I'm gonna do exactly that. By the Hachi, and it's sold out. You actually need to get another Ant's Jaw. I did not know this. Well, let's go ahead and equip the Moccasins onto Coastal. Plume Boot, yeah, 3 agility is good, but this gives 5 agility. It's better. Ugh. Okay, let's go to the pub again to accept a few more quests. Ivory Charm, I mean, this one I'm gonna get done pretty much instantly. Sure thing. No, they aren't. No, they are not. The Armith is easily defeated at this point. Scavenging for EN2, a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Sure thing. Nonsense, I just need to get to 1 chop spot. And Chef's Request 1. Hey, I mean, this kind of ties into scavenging for EN2, so let's go ahead. Wait, didn't we already submit an Alchemist to these guys? And the Carmenite? Oh, whatever. 14th floor? I didn't encounter a single one on the 14th floor. You're feeding me a... whatever. Well, it depends. Yeah, Feat of Strength 2. The giver of this quest can go piss up a rope as far as I'm concerned. Demeter Blade Master. This one will get done passively. Fond Memories of You. No, that's not happening. Bandit's Treasure. That one will be happening, just, You know what? Screw it. I think they'll be getting PT and Steffi up to level 25 by next segment. Yeah, this is actually going to be a rather short strat, so let's go ahead and accept this quest. Idzu, huh? I see. Okay. Sure thing. Alright, well, yeah, before I forget, let me just go to the Explorers Guild, put PT and Steffi into the team, go with that, and PT, congratulations, you're now the strongest person on the team. You went from a crummy little Swiss Army knife to with, Jesus Christ, that's insane. Yeah, I've never gotten that item before, so I didn't even know this weapon was in the game. Yeah, I had no idea how insanely strong this weapon was. But anyway, let's go ahead and reform the team again so I can show you what the team will really look like. Let's see here. Venti, PT, Steffi. Let's see here. Coastal and Chazcat. That's the team that I'm going to be using. But in the meantime, I've been recording for 51 minutes and, yeah, 51 and a half minutes. So let's go ahead and sleep. Let's save the game. This time I'm actually remembering to do that. And that will do it for this segment. I hope you guys have a nice night, and I will see you in the next one.